The Indiana Fever believed that this controversy had concluded. However, they were mistaken, as one of the most prominent figures in basketball media has just revealed the precise issue that Fever fans have been alerting everyone to for weeks. It is important to note that this situation ultimately points back to Stephanie White. What began as a standard injury update regarding Caitlin Clark has now escalated into one of the most significant public relations crises of the WNBA season. The number of inquiries is increasing, fans are insisting on explanations, and following the public comments made by Chiney Ogwumike, the pressure on Stephanie White and the Indiana Fever organization has reached unprecedented levels. This entire situation can be traced back to how the Fever managed Caitlin Clark's recent back injury as they approached the Portland game. It is essential to clarify something immediately. Injuries occur. Back spasms occur. No rational individual expects a franchise superstar to jeopardize her health merely to appease public curiosity. That was never the core issue. The core issue was a lack of transparency. The primary concern was communication. Furthermore, the problem arose each time the Indiana Fever attempted to clarify the situation as the narrative appeared to shift. Rather than offering clarity, the organization fostered confusion. Instead of alleviating worries, they intensified speculation. Additionally, rather than conveying a unified message, they left fans, journalists, and even national analysts grappling to understand the true circumstances behind the scenes. Stephanie White publicly addressed the matter, not just once or twice, but on several occasions, providing varying accounts regarding Caitlin Clark's status. At one point, she was deemed probable. Following that, further explanations emerged. This led to additional inquiries, and ultimately, the familiar day-to-day designation surfaced, leaving everyone even more perplexed than prior. It was at this juncture that frustration began to morph into suspicion, which is precisely why Chiney Ogwumike's remarks have reverberated throughout the basketball community.
They said Caitlin Clark is day-to-day. Who remember the Caitlin Clark day-to-day? Everything right now is just day-to-day. When you got a front office that's spoon-feeding the fans information, when you got a front office that then announced she was going to not play until an hour and a half before the game, yeah, I think it's about time to give the fans some transparency with these injuries on this damn injury report. Because guess what? The fans spoke. And you want to know what happened when the fans speak?
They waited until precisely 1 hour and 30 minutes before the game to announce that she would not be participating. 1 hour and 30 minutes. Are you aware of the implications this has for the fan base? Individuals invest thousands of dollars, arrange flights, and secure hotel accommodations solely for the opportunity to witness Caitlin Clark in action. She accounts for 26.5% of the total economic activity within the league. Yet, the front office chose to conceal her medical condition until the fans were already seated in their costly seats. This decision strikes at the fans' financial interests, and they are bound to voice their concerns. The response was so significant that prominent sports media outlets began to cover the story.
This morning. Now, there is a clip to go with this, but it's being reported that too much side explanation. Two-time WNBA All-Star responds to Fever handling of Caitlin Clark injury. Now, only a few could have predicted that Caitlin Clark will be sitting out a single game, would snowball into one of the league's messiest off-court stories this season. It all traces.
Please examine the article from Essentially Sports entitled Too Much Side Explanations. A two-time WNBA All-Star has reacted to the Fever's management of Caitlin Clark's injury report. The repercussions of this one-game absence have evolved into one of the most chaotic off-court narratives of the season. This situation leads us to the peak of this public relations debacle. Chiney Ogwumike appeared on Sue Bird's podcast, where she thoroughly critiqued Stephanie White's failure to manage the narrative.
The ability to buy time and also withstand the narratives on the outside. Dallas is real, and they're going to be better than what even I expected. Thinking, they're going to win some games. They're going to be a team that is going to be hard to knock out.
Yeah, I agree. And then, since we're talking about Paige, we're talking about AZ.
While others in the media are frantically attempting to shift the focus by sensationalizing Paige Bookers and the Dallas Wings to divert attention from the Indiana debacle, Chiney peers through the distractions. When a reporter inquired about the Caitlin Clark injury report, Chiney gazed directly into the camera and delivered a decisive statement.
Caitlin Clark, like injury report thing. I thought it was kind of like blown. I was like, this is a lot for no reason. I'm like, the injury reports? What?
I think sometimes when too much side explanations going on, people are like, what's really going on here? You know what I'm saying? That we're reading into the injury reports, now we're reading into the words of the coach, and then the coach is not like standing 10 toes down on it. It just gets to confusion. I'm moved on. Like
I don't even.
When excessive side explanations occur, individuals often wonder what is truly happening. Chiney accurately identified the core issue. When the process of reviewing injury reports devolves into a guessing game, and the head coach is unwilling to firmly uphold her own statements, it generates a significant atmosphere of toxic confusion. Stephanie White was not firmly standing by her words. Instead, she was retreating. She was hesitating. She was providing countless side explanations because she recognized that she had fallen into a public relations predicament of her own creation. It is significant to hear a highly regarded national television analyst criticize an active head coach for misrepresenting her statements.
This is good. Now that I think about it, this is very much good because I had not seen this thing in its entirety. But for her to be calling her out for kind of misusing her words during this is big to me, because it's showing that people is paying attention to Stephanie White. And I guess us content creators is just, I don't know, right, been right, always right. And then now y'all.
This entirely substantiates everything we, as content creators, have been asserting all along. The most ironic aspect of this entire situation is that Stephanie White, who actually works as an analyst for ESPN, has her secondary career founded on effective communication and articulating clearly to a national audience. However, when entrusted with the leadership of the most valuable franchise in the history of women's basketball, she utterly mishandles the microphone. Caitlin Clark is dedicating all her efforts to this franchise, facing intense physical defenses and overwhelming public scrutiny. In exchange, she merits a coaching staff that is experienced, strategic, and transparent. She deserves an organization that functions with the professionalism characteristic of a championship dynasty, rather than a chaotic program attempting to navigate challenges on the go. Caitlin Clark requires a more competent coach. I invite each of you to share your thoughts in the comments section immediately. Is Chiney Ogwumike entirely justified in criticizing Stephanie White? Does the Indiana Fever front office owe the fans a significant apology? And how much longer can this franchise endure before being compelled to implement a significant change? Please ensure you click the like button to help this video gain traction in the algorithm. Hit the subscribe button if you seek the genuine, unfiltered truth about the WNBA, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload. This is WNBA.